Have you ever wondered why we spend a lifetime scrubbing and organizing, yet our homes still feel heavy? Sometimes even a bit overwhelming? Here's the truth. While we often treat cleaning like a never-ending battle against dirt, the Japanese see it as something entirely different, a way to heal the soul. And here's the best part. You don't need harsh chemicals or expensive renovations to feel this change. The secret simply lies in helping your home breathe again. Just imagine waking up without those nagging allergies, sleeping deeper than you have in years, and finding a sense of profound peace right in your own kitchen. In this video, I'm going to reveal 10 timeless Japanese habits, scientifically backed, yet beautifully simple methods, to transform your home into the sanctuary you deserve for your golden years. Are you ready to reclaim your peace? Let's dive in. Let's begin right at the heart of it all, with a concept I call the soul of cleanliness. You see, here in the States, we often view cleaning as a chore, a burden we rush through just so we can finally sit down and relax. But in Japan, the perspective is profoundly different. They believe that when you wipe a table or sweep a porch, you aren't just removing dust. You are polishing your own spirit. Cleanliness is, quite simply, a mirror of the soul. I vividly remember watching an 80-year-old woman in Kyoto gently polishing her wooden hallway one morning. She moved with such grace and focus. She wasn't scrubbing because the floor was dirty. She was doing it to find her center. For her, cleaning wasn't a task. It was a daily joy, a moment of moving meditation. And modern science backs this ancient wisdom completely. Studies regarding our home environments have shown that clutter actually spikes our cortisol levels. That's the stress hormone we all want less of. Conversely, an organized space signals safety to our brains, instantly lowering anxiety and lifting our spirits. So, here's my invitation to you. Instead of looking at dusting or dishes as the enemy, try a gentle shift in mindset. See these small acts as an opportunity for mindfulness, a quiet chance to restore balance to your day. And once our minds are ready to embrace this purity, we need to look at how our physical home can support us. This leads us perfectly to our second secret, the architectural wisdom that allows a Japanese home to naturally breathe. Now that our mindset is clear, let's look at the physical structure around us. This brings us to the second secret. Japanese homes actually breathe. Think about how we build homes here in the States. We tend to insulate and seal everything tight, like a Ziploc bag, to trap our AC or heating. But in doing so, we trap stale air inside, creating the perfect breeding ground for mold and lingering odors. Japanese architecture, on the other hand, treats the home like a living organism. They use sliding doors, known as shoji and fusama, not just to divide rooms, but to guide airflow. Imagine a simple 3D diagram. Cool air flows in low and hot air escapes high. It is a completely natural air conditioning system. Plus, their use of natural clay would act like an intelligent sponge, absorbing moisture when it's humid and releasing it when it's dry. Here's the good news. You don't need a major renovation to achieve this. The secret is simply cross-ventilation. By opening windows on opposite sides of your home, you create a natural draft that sweeps away invisible stagnant air. Just 15 minutes a day can make your home feel lighter and fresher. But of course, fresh air is only half the battle if humidity gets out of control, whether you are in humid Florida or dry California. That is where we blend nature with modern tech in our third secret. Once we have the air moving, the next factor that defines comfort is humidity. This brings us to secret number 3, the science of humidity control, blending ancient bamboo charcoal with modern tech. In Japan, summer humidity can be intense, very much like the muggy heat many of you face down in Florida or Louisiana. To combat this without running up the electric bill, the Japanese have long relied on takesumi, or bamboo charcoal. Think of it as a molecular vacuum cleaner. Its porous structure doesn't just soak up excess moisture. It actually traps harmful VOCs from your paint and furniture. Let's look at the numbers, because budget matters.
I still can't believe this is our
A natural
backyard.
bag of bamboo charcoal costs you maybe $5
Best decision
to
we ever
$20.
made moving here.
And you can recharge it just by leaving out in the sun. Compare that to a modern dehumidifier, which runs anywhere from $100 to $300 up front, plus the monthly cost on your energy bill. However, there's a place for technology. If you are battling heavy humidity, a hybrid approach works best. Use an Energy Star dehumidifier for the heavy lifting on stormy days, and tuck charcoal bags into your closets and shoes for daily maintenance. Conversely, if you live in a dry climate like California, that same charcoal can actually release moisture back into the air, preventing it from becoming too arid. It creates a perfect natural balance. But what if you live in a high-rise apartment in New York or Chicago, where opening a window isn't an option due to city smog or noise? Don't worry. The Japanese have mastered urban living solutions too, which we'll explore in secret number 4. But I hear you. Not everyone lives in a quiet suburb with a big porch. If you're living in a high-rise in New York or Chicago, or maybe a cozy apartment with windows on just one side, opening them up might just invite in sirens and smog. This brings us to secret number 4, creating lungs for your urban space. When I spent time in Tokyo, one of the densest cities on Earth, I was amazed at how fresh the tiny apartments felt. The secret lies in artificial circulation. If you can't open the windows due to noise or pollution, consider a twin window fan. It's a simple device where one fan pulls fresh air in and the other pushes stale air out. It essentially creates a respiratory system for your apartment. And for those high pollution days, don't hesitate to seal the windows and let a portable HEPA air purifier do the heavy lifting. It's quiet, compact, and acts as a shield for your lungs against the city grit. With these tools, even in the middle of the concrete jungle, your home can remain a pristine oasis. And once we clear the air in the living room, we need to tackle the number 1 source of lingering odors in the house. That takes us straight into the kitchen for secret number 5. Now,
you are too funny
let's
tonight.
step into the heart of the
But
home.
seriously, this
and
is delicious.
often the biggest culprit for lingering smells. Welcome to secret number 5, Japanese kitchen wisdom. Let's be honest, we all love some crispy bacon for breakfast or a Friday night fish fry. But the price we pay is a heavy, greasy smell that clings to our curtains and sofas for days, reminding us of last night's dinner in the worst way possible. The Japanese tackle this at the source. First, look at the cooking method. They prioritize steaming and simmering over high heat frying. Not only is it significantly better for our heart health at this stage in life, but also drastically reduces the amount of grease particles released into the air. Next is the gear. In those compact Tokyo kitchens, they rely on range hoods that are powerful but whisper quiet. If your current hood sounds like a jet engine taking off, it might be time for an upgrade. A quieter fan means you'll actually want to turn it on. Most importantly, I want to give you the 5-minute reset. Right after you finish cooking, while the food is cooling just enough to serve. Take exactly 5 minutes. Wipe down the stovetop while it's still warm. Rinse the prep bowls. Don't let the mess get cold and stubborn. Cleaning while everything is warm is so much gentler on your hands and your back. A pristine kitchen makes the meal taste better, and it saves you from needing harsh chemicals to scrub later. And speaking of chemicals, did you know you can replace almost all those plastic bottles under your sink with inexpensive, natural alternatives? That is the story of secret number 6. Now that we said goodbye to the harsh chemicals under the sink, the question is, what do we replace them with? Welcome to secret number 6, the power of natural materials and budget-friendly swaps. Take a look around your kitchen. Are you relying on plastic cutting boards and synthetic polyester cloths? In Japan, the preference leans heavily toward bamboo and cotton. Bamboo isn't just a trend. It is incredibly durable and naturally antimicrobial. Instead of those cheap plastic sponges you have to toss every week, try a natural loofah or a bamboo scrub brush.
Sounds
And
good
here's
to me.
the best
The soil
part.
is nice and
You can
rich.
make the most powerful cleaners right in your own kitchen.
This row.
Simple white vinegar and baking
The
soda.
floor looks so
Staples
shiny
you can
now.
grab at Walmart
Good
or
job,
Target for
everyone.
pennies are all you need. This mix is not only safe for your grandkids and pets, but it works wonders on grime. Let's talk numbers, because savings matter. The average American household spends hundreds a year on commercial cleaning products. By switching to these natural DIY solutions, you could save anywhere from $200 to $500 annually.
There's a bottle right
That
there,
is a
right by the
nice
curb.
little
I see
fun
it.
for a
Gotcha.
weekend getaway or extra
Look at that,
treats
our
for
bags are almost
grandkids.
full already.
Also,
Great job,
don't
everyone.
throw away those
Here,
old
take
soft
this.
cotton
It's ice
t-shirts. Cut them up.
Oh, thank
They make the
you.
best dust rags
You
you'll
are
ever
a
use.
lifesaver.
Soft, absorbent, and lint-free. But you might be wondering, do these traditional methods really work for my modern lifestyle? The answer is a
David.
resounding yes.
Beautiful
And I have
night,
real
isn't it?
stories to
Hey
prove it in
guys,
secret
enjoy
number
the
7.
evening.
I know what you might be thinking right now. This sounds wonderful, but can traditions from rural Japan really work for my modern American life? The answer brings us to secret number 7, generational wisdom and the art of adaptation. The truth is, even in Japan, the younger generation in bustling cities adapts these ancient traditions to fit their busy lives. And right here in the States, folks just like us are doing the same with incredible results. Let me tell you about Mary, a friend of mine up in Oregon, where it's often damp and rainy. She struggled for years with terrible allergies and indoor mold. But once she adopted the Japanese habit of the morning airing, opening her windows for just 15 minutes to catch the early sunlight, she told me her allergy symptoms have dropped significantly. Her home feels dry, crisp, and welcoming. Or take James down in Texas, where the heat can be brutal. He learned to rearrange his furniture to maximize that cross-ventilation airflow we talked about. The payoff? He is now saving an average of $150 a month on his AC bill. That is real money back in his pocket. This proves that you don't need to live in an old farmhouse in Kyoto to find this peace. These principles are flexible. They work wherever you are planted. And now that we've nurtured our private sanctuaries, let's widen our view to the spaces we share with our neighbors in secret number 8. Once our private sanctuaries are in order, let's step outside. Secret number 8 reveals the beauty of community culture. In Japan, you rarely see janitors in schools or offices. Why? Because the students and employees clean the spaces themselves. It isn't seen as a chore. It is a deep sense of pride in belonging to the place they inhabit. Now, how do we bring this spirit to our American neighborhoods? It starts with us. If you live in a condo or apartment, maybe it's about setting a gentle standard for the shared laundry room or the recycling area. Or perhaps, think about organizing a monthly neighborhood cleanup morning. It's not just about picking up litter. It's about picking up connections with your neighbors. Stepping out, saying hello, and working together creates a cleaner environment, yes, but it also fosters a safer, friendlier community where we look out for one another and keep all this fresh energy flowing without it ever becoming a burden. We need to anchor it with simple, science-backed daily rituals. That brings us to secret number 9. To keep this freshness alive every day
Hello from
without
Ohio.
it ever feeling like a burden.
Greetings from
We turn to
And
secret
sunny
number
Florida.
9.
Welcome home.
Simple, science-backed daily rituals. Don't worry, I am not asking you to clean all day. Think of it as setting a gentle rhythm for your home. It starts at 7 a.m. The very first thing you do is throw open the windows.
And I'm so glad you're here to see
Studies
it.
show that ventilating at this
begin?
specific time can reduce indoor mold growth by up to 80%. In Japan, They also air out their bedding in the sun to let UV rays naturally sanitize it. A brilliant habit we can easily adapt for our own linens. Then around noon, take just 60 seconds to wipe down flat surfaces after lunch. And finally, at 8 p.m., the kitchen reset. Why does this schedule matter? Research from Harvard University has highlighted a direct link between an organized environment and heart health. When you walk into a
Cheers to
clutter-free
that,
bedroom
darling.
at night, your heart rate actually lowers, allowing you to drift into a deeper, more restorative sleep. These are tiny investments of time that compound into massive health rewards. And to make sure you don't feel overwhelmed starting out, I've mapped out a specific 30-day roadmap just for you. Let's look at your path to success in our final secret. We have covered a lot of ground today, and I know exactly what you might be thinking. Where on earth do I start? Please take a deep breath. I don't expect you to overhaul your life overnight. That is why I've distilled everything into a 30-day fresh home journey. A practical roadmap designed specifically to be gentle on your schedule. Week 1 is simply about air. Focus only on building that morning habit of opening the windows. That's it. Week 2, we tackle moisture. This is when you make that quick run to the store for some bamboo charcoal or set up your dehumidifier. Week 3 is for reclaiming space. Just pick one drawer or one corner of the kitchen to clear out each day. And week 4 is about rhythm, weaving these small habits together until they feel automatic. To make this foolproof, I put together a printable checklist you can stick right on your fridge. And the best part? The entire shopping list for this transformation comes in at under $50. I've already heard from 3 families from Ohio, Texas, and Florida who told me that after these 30 days, their homes didn't just look different. They felt different. They felt lighter, and so did they. And I know you can achieve the exact same thing. This journey is not a race. It's a new way of living. So, how do we tie all this together so you can take that first step today? Let's bring it all home in our conclusion.